Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the lending session. Welcome to the lending session. You are welcome. So, if you join the stream, kindly give a like to the stream. If you have not subscribed to the channel, to kindly do well to subscribe to the channel as well. Okay, right. I hope the energy is high this morning. Good morning, good morning. Kindly give a like to the stream. You click on the thumbs up button by giving a like to the stream. Give a like to the stream. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, to kindly do well to subscribe to. So let me know, where are you people listening from, and what's your name and where you are listening from. So hey, Charlie Chama is in the house. Danny is in the house. Good morning, Danny. How are you doing? Danny, I've not been seeing you of late too. The way Brenny is cashing out low key, I've not been hearing from you. What's going on? Brenny is chopping all the cash this week. The way Brenny has really cash out, back to back profit too. Back to back profit. All right. Okay. So who else? Let me know where you are listening from. Is it only Danny who is on the line? Where are you listening from? Your name and where you are listening from. You type in your name and where you are listening from. Okay, so let's move to the agenda for the day. So before we start everything, the most important thing we need to check is what, since currencies are being influenced or being affected by the economic activities or the social activities, the political activities, we need to be aware of the this thing, the economic the economic calendar too as well, to get to know what is going on. So before you move, or before you start our analysis, you need to first of all check the economic calendar and see what's going on. So today I will be talking about an important topic that a lot of people don't usually understand, especially those who are new to the game. Okay, those who are new to trading. A lot of people have been doing these mistakes. So we are going to be talking about those mistakes and how you can rectify or how you can correct those mistakes. You need to pay attention to some basic things for you to see growth. Okay, so growing your account is not basically, or growing your account is not solely on your technical analysis or your strategy. It consists, or it comprises of many things. It comprises of your risk management, how you can manage your trade. Okay, and when it comes to your loss sizes, your money management, and those things, all those things are included in how to see a smooth curve. Okay, so for you to see smooth curve, you see, some people's equity curve is like this. Some people's equity curve is like this. It moves like this. It moves like this. Even though they've been getting some winning trades, 1 or 2 winning trades, but their equity curve is not like asing. It's not smooth. I don't know how the right word to use. But your equity curve should be like this. Every profitable trader equity curve looks like this. Your equity curve should at least look like this. You get it? It shouldn't just be up and down like this. Nah, this is not a smooth equity curve. That's not how your equity curve should look like. So it's for your equity curve to look like it should move well. It's not solely about your strategy. That's what you need to understand. You need to understand your risk management. If you are risking randomly, it's the same thing as in if you are not having a specific system or strategy. If you are risking randomly, then your equity curve, you are not going to see a growth in your account, because today you are risking less because you had a losing trade, or you lost a trade in the past. Because of that, you've reduced your risks. Okay, and when you get a win, you increase your lots, then you are not going to get a good equity curve. So you need to pay attention to, for you to see. It's those times when I started out in trading, it was very difficult for me to even grow an account, like for me to grow, make profits. It was very difficult. I wasn't seeing something of that sort. So later, as I became profitable, now I can confidently say I'm a profitable trader. Okay, I'm a profitable trader. It's been a while that I've even had a losing week. It's really been a while that I had a winning this week like this. I mean, I'm up. Monday I lost a trade. Tuesday I had some break-even trades. Wednesday I recovered everything. Okay, last week I was in profit. So I'm a profitable trader. Okay, so for you to see those growth, you need to make sure you understand the risk management through how risk management works. Trading is very tough for you to start seeing results, so you need to pay attention to that too as well. So I'll be talking about the things you need to consider. Some people are ignorance about even risks, especially to those who are starting out. Ignorance. They are naive about risks. They just play straight randomly. They don't calculate their risks, the amount they are risking on a trade and those stuff. So we will talk about it, even though you've talked about it before, but we will still repeat ourselves and emphasize more on that. Okay. So today is Thursday. Wow, if you are really trading, the days really moves fast, and you don't even see, you are enjoying the days because you enjoy what you are doing. Actually, when the week is about to end, I really don't feel happy about it. I really don't feel happy about it because I'm enjoying what I do. I enjoy trading. Okay, and if you're a trader, you don't realize when the week is coming to an end. By the time you realize, the week has ended. So all of just yesterday that we started Monday, today is Thursday. Okay, you see, the week has ended without realizing it because we love what we do. So that's how life goes. If you love what you are doing, you don't even check time. Okay, you don't even check time. But if you don't love what you are doing, you are always constantly checking the clock. Yeah, so that's how it works. So on March 13th, today is March 13th. We are not going to waste my time over here today. By 1 hour time, you need to be done. You see, if you are going to be having some trade opportunities, if there's no trade opportunities, then we call it a day. So March 13th, so let's see the fundamentals and see what's going to be happening on fundamentals. On March 13th, we are going to be, during the lending session so far, we are not having any high. We are not going to be having any news that can impact or that can affect the trade that you are going to be taking. So last time I took a trade on Euro USD, Euro NZD, and the news really, I was in profit. The market was really in my favor. It was Euro NZD. So I'm trying to show you the importance of the economic calendar. So I was really in profit the other time I took the trade. So it was this trade, even though price was very high, I took this trade. I took it very high because I didn't get a good entry on that. So price was really high on the trade. Okay, price was really high on the trade, and I took it around the side. If you move to the 30 minutes, you notice that this is the point. So I took the trade around this side or so. So this was the news candle. So you notice I was in profit. Okay, price really moved in my favor. So I was in profit. So what I did was to break even. Okay, so I break even. This news candle, you are seeing the ups and downs. This news candle just came down and wiped all my odds. It just came down and stopped me at a break even on Euro USD. The trade I took it on Tuesday, and trade came and stopped me out because you were having, I think, CPI or so. On Tuesday, was it? No, Tuesday wasn't CPI. Wednesday was CPI. That was yesterday. So Tuesday we had a news event. Yeah, Tuesday we had a news event. Yeah, so this job job, what do you call it, job oil something, job opening and labor turnover survey. So these news events just moved up and down and what stopped me out at break even. You get it? So news is very very important. That's why we always check before we what take action in the market. It's very very important. So around the lending session so far, we don't have any high impact news or even medium impact news. So the only time we are going to be having news events is during the New York session. Okay, during the New York session, we are going to be having a core PPI and unemployment claim. So this is a high impact news that we need to pay attention to. This is a high impact news that we need to pay attention to. So you'll be considering the core PPI, and at the same time you'll be considering the PPI too as well. So and out to this news event, please kindly stay out from the market, because from observation or from experience, you get to understand that during that time the market is going to be very slow. You get it? The market is really really going to be very slow. Price is going to move very slow. And by the time, because investors are waiting for the news, speculators are most of the speculators, traders are waiting for the news to be released before they jump into rates. Okay, so they don't rush. They are very observant, waiting for the outcome of the data before they will execute trades. So they are always waiting for the news. So what you are going to be doing is what? Just follow their path. You follow their path by also waiting. Okay, you follow their path by also waiting for the news to be released before you also take a trade. So that's how it works. So core PPI, no data so far. Sorry, it will be happening during the New York session. So maybe from 11 a.m. when the time is about to reach, you don't have to execute a trade. You have to wait for the news to be released, because unemployment is very sensitive. It's going to affect the market too as well. So you need to wait for the news to be released before you take action. So after that, okay, after the candle has closed, maybe the 30-minute, the 15-minute candle has closed, then you can take a trade. So Thursday, aside the news that's going to be happening during the New York session, we don't have any news events again. So we are safe to trade during the New York Stock Exchange session too as well. We are going to be safe. Okay, so these are the times that we want to see in the market, even though news bring volatility in the market, but it is not good to trade volatility when price is moving rapidly. There's no clear direction for the market when price is moving up and down. Okay, when price is moving up and down, there's no clear direction of the market. What you need to do is just stay out from the market. Okay, you just have to stay out from the market and you stay out of the market and observe. Okay, so let's move to the economic after we are done with the economic calendar, let's move to let's move to the chart and see what the market is having for us today. So let's start analyzing gold. Let's start with gold. Yeah, so when you move to gold, we first of all have to do our top-down analysis. Okay, we have to do top-down analysis to see what is going on in the other side of the market too as well, or the time frame too as well. So let's move to the monthly time frame and see what's happening. If we are going to be having any reactional level, any support and resistance. So this is the current market. This is the current market. This is the current price. So you need to look left and see if there's any data to your left. So if you look left, there's no data to your left. Okay, there's no data to your left. So you plot out your various levels. So these are the various levels. So we do the same thing every day. So that's what makes trading interesting. So when it comes to trading, you do the same, you repeat the same process every day. Okay, you do the same thing every day, every day, every day. So it becomes very, you do the same thing every day. So it becomes like, it becomes fun. It becomes fun. So the more you do, the more you do the same thing, the more you do the same thing, the more the experience comes. So when you move to the weekly time frame to on gold, this is the various rejectional level. So ever since I started this live stream, when you come to the chat, the same thing that I've been doing. I've not changed my system. Sometimes you tweak it, you just do one or two changes, but the main concept is still in play. So this is the weekly rejectional level. We need to look left, but if you look left, there's no price action to your left. For gold, there's no price action to your left. There's no price action to your left. If you move to the daily time frame, so with the daily time frame, you're having this reaction over here. There was this reactional level over here for gold. Okay, so if you look at the daily trend, you notice that the daily trend is an uptrend. This is the point, or this is the area the trend shifted towards an uptrend. So currently, the trend at the daily time frame is what? The trend at the daily time frame is an uptrend. Okay, the market currently is an uptrend. So the daily time frame trend is what? On gold is an uptrend. The trend is an uptrend. So looking at the H4 time frame, so what's the H4 time frame trend? So the H4 time frame trend is the area where the trend shifted. So the trend shifted from this side. Okay, the trend shifted from this side. So price just moved up. Price just moved up. Pulls back, just moved up. Pulls back, just moved. So price is currently doing more of higher highs and higher lows. So this is the area price shifted trend. So currently you need to identify our various rejectional levels. So the daily time frame, the H4 time frame too, is also an uptrend. So when it comes to trading, nothing changes. The moment you find what works for you, the only thing that is going to change in your trading system is your loss size, the amount of money you are going to be earning from the market. That is the only thing that changes in trading. You get it? That's the only thing that changes in trading. Your loss size is the only thing that is going to change. But when it comes to your strategy, everything is going to maintain. Okay, so sometimes you do one or two adjustments, but the main concept, as I said earlier, is always going to is always going to stand. You are not going to change anything. You get it? So the daily time frame uptrend, H4 time frame uptrend. So all the higher time frames are uptrend. So now our directional bias is going to be what? So my directional bias for gold this morning is going my directional bias is going to, at this point, is going to be what? A sell. Okay, at this point it's going to be a sell. So if I come to the market, I'm not going to be looking for my directional bias is going to be a buy rather, not a sell. So my directional bias is going to be a buy. Okay, my directional bias is going to be a buy at this point. So I have to look for the various. So we're having some rejectional level over here. There's a rejectional level at this point. So price is currently pulling back to this area of interest, this golden zone. Price is currently pulling back in this golden zone. Okay, so if you move to the H1 time frame, so at this point, that's where you are going to be looking for entry. So even the way gold is moving deeply down, you will notice that candle structure is about to shift, but it hasn't broken it yet. Okay, candle structure is about to shift. The moment it breaks the low of this one, candle structure will shift. Okay, so at this point you need to be very careful with how the market is moving, because the candle structure has shifted, so it is currently in what? A downtrend. You get it? The candle structure is currently in what? A downtrend. Yeah, so the chances, even though the H4 time frame has broken above these zones, so the chances that gold will continue moving down is very high. So when it happens like that, you need to what? Stay back, observe for the market to settle down. Okay, let the candle close. If the candle close, then what? You make your decision. Okay, let the candle close. Moments, please. So at this point, you need to let the candle close because it's looking dicey. The candle has broken the previous, this ongoing candle has broken the previous low. So when it happens like that, I'm very, very conservative. I'm waiting for price to close before I will jump in. You get it? I'm waiting for price to close before I will jump in. So at this point, you are going to be patient. Okay, you are going to be patient. Yeah, so you are going to be, so even though I'm looking for a buy, I'm looking for a buy. Okay, but before that, maybe since the H4 is in an uptrend, we can just wait for price to break out. Okay, break this structure, for structure to change. Okay, so that we can get a confirmation that the H4 time frame is about to also flip. So we need to wait for price to change structure. At this point, the H4 time frame is what? In a downtrend. So what I will do is what? Either wait for a shift in trend. Okay, price breaking out from the zone. If the current candle flips, that is not a change in trend. Okay, so I have to wait for a shift in trend, price pulling back, then I'll take the continuation of what? The trend at the 15-minute time frame or at the 30-minute time frame. If you look at the 30-minute time frame, you notice that price is what? Okay, so the 30-minute time frame looks like the trend is what? An uptrend. Okay, so maybe the closure of the 30-minute time frame will make sense. So let's wait for the 30-minute time frame to close. If you look at the H1, yeah, so the H1 too is also looking good. The H1 time frame is also looking good. So the best way to go by, since you're having strong area over here, either to wait for the H1 to close, then we take the flip, or the M30 to close, or the M15. But M15 is going to take long because of now that structure is going to form, break, pull back before we take the trade. It's going to take some time. So what we can do is to wait. What we can do is to wait for the trend to change at the H1 time, the candle to close at the H1 time frame. So at this point, we are going to be waiting for the H1 time frame candle to close. If the candle close, then we make a decision. Okay, we make a decision on that. So you are going to be waiting for the candle to close. So if the candle close on this strong area of interest, it gives us a confirmation that price can continue moving up on gold. So at this point, I'm looking for a buy on gold, but there was no entry yet. Okay, there was no entry yet on gold. So let's look at the other pair. So today I was looking for, wow, this was the trade I was looking for to take for today, but I just woke up and price has already moved high. I was looking to take a buy. I was thinking this candle is going to close, it's going to maybe, it's not going to move very high like that, but the Euro AUD price moved very high. So this was the trade I was looking to take. It has moved like 40. Wow, some of the crosses are really, their pip value is very, very big. This is like gold. This has moved like 38 pips. So what I'm looking for, I was looking for price to just close around this area of interest, like close very small. Okay, but I woke up and the Asian session just drove price very high. You get it? So the Asian session just drove price very high. I would have taken this buy. This was the buy I was looking for. Very nice setup, but price just took off. So what's my thought process on this trade on Euro and AUD? It was really looking good, and the risk reward would have been like 1 to 5, like GBP card. The risk reward would have been like very big. But I woke up and just noticed that price has just moved with GBP JPY too as well. But I think GBP JPY hasn't settled down yet. Yeah. Okay, so the risk reward is like 1 to 2. Wasn't bad. I'm expecting it to move more. So the risk reward like 1 to 3. Okay, but I just woke up and noticed that price has just moved before me. So I have less control on how the market will move. So if you move to the monthly time frame on this trade setup, but first of all, let's move to GBP JPY, because I saw an opportunity on GBP JPY. So with GBP JPY, you see the monthly time frame, this JPY pair is kind of mostly consolidate. Like the way it moves, I don't like the way mostly JPY pairs moves. I don't really like the way, but NZD JPY moves well, AUD JPY moves well, but GBP JPY, USD JPY is kind of. So let's move to the monthly time frame and plot out the various. So you have a rejectional level over here at this point. So there's a rejectional level 2 at this point at the monthly time frame. So as I said, when the identifying the levels are not clear, you just change it to a line chart so that you see the body of the candles very well. So if you move to the weekly time frame, with the weekly time frame, we're having this rejectional level over here. There was a rejectional level 2 at this point. So at the 30-minute time frame, so the daily time frame currently is moving, price is moving up at the daily time frame, but you see a lot of ranges over here, and it looks like even the daily time frame is currently breaking its own low. It's breaking the previous low, the previous candle low. It's currently breaking the previous candle low. So let's move to the H4 time frame. Yeah, so it's not looking good at all. So this is what I was expecting price to close, because the daily and H4 are in uptrend. So I was expecting price to close above this one. Then we're going for a buy. But nothing of that sort happened. So currently price is breaking its own low. So we need to be very careful when it comes to trade execution. This one is currently breaking its own low at the daily time frame. Yeah, so at this point, what I would love is seeing this one flipping. Okay, and even if it flips, the risk reward is going to be very high. The risk reward is going to be very high. The risk reward is going to be very high. Yeah, if this candle flips above this one, the risk, looking at our reward, the reward is not enough as compared to what the risk is bigger than the reward. So this kind of trade I usually avoid. So the market is currently it looks like it's not trending well. It's like in consolidation for me. So I'll wait for price to flip and close above this one before I'll go in for a buy. Okay, before I'll go in for a buy for GG. Yeah, so let's look at the majors. Euro AUD is gone. So this was the trade I was looking for. Euro AUD is gone. And even the H4 candle, if you look at the H4 candle critically, you will notice that price even what closed with no wick at the top. Price closed with no wick at the top. If you watch this candle well, you notice that price closed with. So I wouldn't have even taken such trade. Yeah, so if you watch the candle very well, you notice that it's not having a top wick. So the chances that this one will pull back is very high. Okay, but this was the trade that I was looking for because we had this support over here. There was this support over here. Okay, there was this support over here. So price just broke out, came down to this support, and I was expecting the continuation. So it tapped into the zone and price decided to what? Just move up. So this is the trade I was looking for. This was the trade I was looking for. Please a moment. Yeah, so price decided to just move. It tapped into the zone that I was expecting to take the trade, and it was taken off. Yeah, so we just missed this trade. Okay, so let's look at the majors. Let me push the major currencies up. Let me push the majors up. Yeah, let me move the majors up. Yeah, so let's tackle what do you call it? Let me check out on gold. Yeah, so with gold, the H1 time frame is closing. You have like 37 minutes for the H1 to close. The 5 minutes, we left like 7 minutes for the H1. There's this thing to close. But if this one is going to close, and I'm not sure this one is going to move very fast. If it happens, it's closing around the area. If it's going to close over here, then gold is going to move up. But I need to wait for candle closure. So let's see how the H1 the 15-minute time frame is going to close. Let's see how the 15-minute time frame is going to close on gold. So far there's no opportunity on the crosses, so you need to trade gold. AUD card, just tap continue. Yeah, I'm scanning to see if on the crosses, but on the crosses there's no trade. The crosses, there's no trade opportunity for now. The traders I was looking for was on Euro AUD. Euro AUD was the trade I was looking to take, but it just moved before me. So the rest is just in the middle of a range. You can't attack the market. Okay, you need to make sure you're having a good position with a good range. Okay, so you see yesterday the GBP card trade that I took, you see how it's run very well. NZD card also ran very well. It's because of what I just position myself at the right place and execute, so I get a good what price really moved very well in my favor. Yeah, so I think they are all not looking good. So I think GBP USD should pull back, should give us maybe, so there was going to be a range 2 over here. Yeah, so price, the market is currently, they are all ranging. They are all in a range for me, but Euro USD would have been the detail. Euro USD would have, Euro AUD. So let's see how gold is going to move. So if you have any question, drop it in the chat box. Yeah, so with Euro USD gold, I'm either waiting for the H1 to close below this one. You get it? I'm waiting for the H1 to close below this one. Then we can go in for a buy, because price is currently tapping in this strong zone. So either the H1 time frame will flip. So we have like 33 minutes for the H1 time frame close, because we're having this zone at the H4. So let me plot it well. But one thing that I'm getting confused is when it comes to the H4 time frame, you notice that price has broken. But when it comes to the volatile pairs, it can just break it left, right, center. So that one is not even an issue. So you are expecting this zone. So I'm waiting for price to close above this one. You get it? If it closes above this one like this, then you can go in for a buy. Because if you look your left, you're having the space to your left is very wide. So this is what I'm expecting. Let's see if it's going to happen. Yeah, so as I'm saying, I'm confused because of what candle structure is currently a downtrend. Okay, so if candle structure is a downtrend, the chances that price will become very difficult to move up is very high. But as I'm saying, this is not currency. This is what gold, and gold is very volatile, so it takes time. For let's see US oil. Let's check out on US oil. Which chart should I even check when it comes to? Let me check FXCM or Forex.com. So let's analyze US oil and see. This is also a volatile pair. So we're having this one over here for US oil. So this is the monthly, this is the weekly time frame. So let me turn it to a line chart for me to see the skeletal frame, to see the body of the candles. Yeah, so these are the various levels. Looking at the daily time frame. So I was feeling sleepy. That's why I went in. I'm taking in Apple. I was feeling sleepy. So the daily time frame is an uptrend, and US oil too is a volatile pair. Yeah, so the daily time frame is an uptrend. H4 is an uptrend. Yeah, so at this point, I think if price comes to this level, because this one is already breaking. So if price taps on this level, then you look for entry over here. Okay, I think I have to study this pair because it moves very well. But this is what's a commodity asset. It's like gold. But I learned it moves very well, so I'll just be studying it and see if it moves. If my system aligns with the way it moves, then I'll add it to the pairs. So you see, if you are a trend trader, you don't have to stick to. One thing I've noticed is if you are a trend trader, you don't have to stick to only one pair, because if that market is ranging or consolidating, it becomes very difficult for you to. My trading has changed and I'm seeing more profit as I started adding more currency pairs, because my style of trading, I'm a trend trader. I'm not like a scalper who focuses on the 15-minute time frame solely. I'm strictly a higher time frame trader. So I was really doing a harm to myself by focusing solely on a few currency pairs. But you have to study the instrument you are trading to know if it aligns or goes with your trading plan. You get it? You need to study it. So I was really doing myself a harm. But the moment I started exploring, I started watching at the other instruments, I've really seen results. You get it? I've really seen results. So if you're a trend trader, you see some people's strategy, even if the market is ranging, because they use the lower time frame like the 5 minutes, they will still get opportunities. They can still trade. But for me, I'm solely a higher time frame trader. Okay, I'm solely a higher time frame trader, so it becomes very difficult for me. So I was doing myself a disservice. But the moment I switch, oh come on, I'm seeing profitability, more profits than as it used to be. Okay, so back to back. Last week I had a profitable week. This week, profitable week. You get it? So if you're a trend trader, don't stick to one pair. That's my advice. If you trade like me, don't stick to one pair. because the market moves in phases. You get it? The market moves in phases. So it moves in what? An uptrend phases. Some people will call it accumulation, distribution. Yeah, accumulation phase, distribution phase, and let me see distribution phase of the market, of the forex market. Yeah, so this is how the market moves. This is with forex, everyone is having a lot of terms. Yeah, so distribution means, okay, you have an accumulation phase, distribution phase. Charlie, let's forget about this thing. So the market moves in what? These are the phases in the market. This term doesn't make you profitable. Profitability is not about this, knowing these big words. It's all about understanding the concept and how it moves. So the market moves in three phases. It's by majorly two. So it's in what? Uptrend phase, and you see some consolidation. It will move uptrend, consolidate. Okay, then it's what? It will pull back. So this is what? A downtrend. So you need to understand which of these phases in the market does your what system usually works well on it. So with me, so these are the phases in the market. These are the phases in the market. So this is a consolidating phase or a ranging phase, consolidating phase or ranging phase. And this will be what? An uptrend phase. An uptrend phase. And this will be what? A downtrend phase. Okay. Yeah, so not all strategies doesn't work well on all these phases. Some people's strategy works very well when the market is what? In this ranging or chubby or consolidating phase. Some people's strategy also works well on when the market is in an what? And trending up, when the market is trending. So together, all this one, this is a trending, this is trending. Okay, this is trending, this is trending. So some people's strategy works very well when the market is consolidating. That's when they get their best setups. Some people's strategy, I think it was a good idea that I took in the apple, because I was feeling really feeling sleep. That's why I was yawning. It's not easy. So this is the uptrend phase. So some people's system works very well when the market is in what? Trending up. Some people's system also works very well. Yeah, so as I said, these are all what? Trending market. So me, for instance, with my system, when the market is doing this thing, it becomes very difficult for me to get an opportunity. You get it? It becomes very difficult for me to get an opportunity. So, and the market, every market, okay, or every currency pair at certain points will be experiencing something of this sort. Okay, all the markets, all the currency pairs at certain points will be experiencing range. So let's say you are focusing solely on what? This one, and if the market is consolidating, okay, if the market is consolidating for sometimes the consolidation can be weeks. So that means as the market is consolidating for that weeks, doesn't mean you are not going to be eating. You get it? So this is a disadvantage. So you are focusing on only one pair, you are really it's going to be very difficult for you to take a trade. So it's always important especially me that I'm a trend trader, I move to where the money is, where the market is trending. So this week I realized there are a lot of currency pairs in my watch list, a lot of assets in my watch list. But the ones that this week I've taken the ones, these are the market that was trending for me. I took GBP card, NZD card, Euro, AUD. You get it? Euro, AUD. So these were trending very well. So I took advantage of them. I took it. And at a certain point on Monday too, USD card was trending. Okay, USD card was trending. I took it. On Tuesday, Euro NZD was trending. So you see a lot of currency pairs in my watch list. But the ones that I mostly focus on are the ones that are trending. Okay, the ones that were trending. If gold is trending, I'm there. And Monday there was even an opportunity on gold over here. Okay, you see, when the market is doing the whole of this range, I wasn't, by the moment it broke out from the zone, just pulled back, there was an opportunity over here and price moved down. You get it? So if you're having a lot of currency pairs, if you're a trend trader, you don't have to stick to one pair from experience. So at first I used to preach focus on one instrument, but it's not good if you're a trend trader. If you're a trend trader. So at this point, we are having like 19 minutes for this one to close. So we need to wait for the candle to close. We need to wait for the candle to close. So there was going to be a break of structure over here. So you need to wait for the candle to close. Currently, price is in this range. Okay, price is in the range over here. So you need to wait for the candle to close. But one thing that is making me is this one breaking below this one. That's what's making me confused. Yeah, so as I'm saying, as we are waiting, let's educate ourselves. This one, the uptrend phase. So when the market is trending, that's when I get opportunities. Okay, when the market is trending, that's when I get opportunities. So if I'm trading solely on GBP USD, and if the market is trending, and if I'm not even taking trades, like, it becomes boring. The game becomes boring. Okay, the game becomes boring. You need to practice. You need to execute. Try to execute what you are learning. So when the market is in consolidating, it becomes very difficult for me to get trades. So when the market is trending, that's when I get opportunities. You get it? So with my system, it's only for trends. My system for trends. So the market, these phases, you need to make sure which of these phases works very well when it comes to your system. Okay, so that's why it's important to have a data. I always talk about this thing. If you have a data, you get to understand the ins and outs. It's going to build your confidence too as well. So I move to where the money is. My system, because of how my system works, I move to where the money is. Okay, I move to where the money is. So let me add US oil to my watch list and start monitoring the moves, because I learned it moves very well. Which of the brokers is it? Okay, let me add Forex.com. So I will start keeping an eye on US oil. Yeah, so as I'm saying, I'm waiting for price to come to this area of interest, or this reactional level, or if price will be able to close on this level. I think it's not going to be bad, but you have to consider the zone too as well. You need to consider your zone too as well. So if the body of the candle close over here, I'll look for entry. So look at the lower time frame, it's kind of chubby. Yeah, it's kind of chubby. So with the market, you need to understand your system and see what works well for you. Okay, you need to understand your system. It's very, very important. So those who are not keeping track of their trades, those who are not journal. So if you did business, you are journal. Journaling. You need to keep track of your trades, okay, to get to know which of the systems works very well. So there was this area of interest over here. So you are waiting for price to tap over here. It's either taps over here, but if you look at the lower time frame, you get to know that, yeah. But before that, I have to wait for the H4 to close. Okay, so we have like 1 hour for the H1 to close. So I don't rely solely on what the lower time frame. So yesterday I was doing back testing and I noticed this thing. So last time I was talking to Brenny and he was talking about on GBP USD, on which date I took a trade on 29th or so, on 29th February. Price just made a breakout. So the reason why I don't usually focus on the lower time frames is it on 29th February. Let me check out and see the trade that I'm talking about. On 29th of February. So you see, I have records. Yeah, I think, is it this trade? So you need to go through your trades. Those who are not doing that, only profit, you're only interested in profit. You don't go through your trades. I was going through my past trades yesterday night on 29th. Is it 29th February or 22nd February? There was a breakout trade that I took that I lost. Is it 29? Yeah, this trade. Okay, so see, the reason why I don't take the lower time frame, so you get to understand that price broke out from this zone. There was breakout from this zone. So if you look at the lower time frame, you will notice that price even made a pullback. Where is it at? Yeah, I think it was this one. It was this one. Yeah, so you see there was a perfect breakout. If you look at the daily time frame, you notice that price is in an uptrend. If you look at the H4 time frame, you get to understand that price has broken out. So if you move to the 30 minutes, you notice price has just broke out, made a pullback over here. So let's see happen. So you see price broke out. So this will be maybe your entry because there was a perfect break and retest over here. So let's say maybe this will be your entry. This is the lower time frame. This is not the higher time frame. And let's see what happened. So you see, we get stopped out. You see, we get stopped out, and it was breakout from what the H4 time frame. So that is the reason I don't usually use the lower time frame. This would have been something hard for it to happen on. Let me see, 29th January. Was it on Monday? 29th January. Let me check it out and see. Okay, it was on Wednesday. Yeah, it was on Wednesday. Yeah, so it was a good day, but price failed. Yeah, so this is the reason I don't usually use the lower time frames, because they are not stronger time frame for me. And I've found peace as I started using the higher time frame. I find peace. So you need to tweak your system to see what works for you. We are waiting for gold for the H1 time frame to break out from the zone. So we're having like 11 minutes. Okay, we are waiting for the H1 time frame to break and close below this side. Okay, then you're going for a buy. Then we're going for a buy. We're having like 54 pips range. So let's see if it's going to happen. It's currently in this range. But as I'm saying, the H1 time frame has broken out from the zone. Sorry, the H4 time frame has broken the low. Okay, so it's giving some indication that price can come down based on candle structure. Let's look at the daily time frame. And the daily time frame is also struggling to break the weekly zone. You get it? So it can happen, the daily can just flip out from this consolidation zone. We're having this zone over here. Okay, this zone, the daily time frame can just flip and move down. So that's why we always use what? Candle confirmation. We always wait for candle for our confirmation. So I'm waiting for the H1 to close. If the H1 refuses to close beyond, then I'm not interested. So you need to understand your system. So before you understand your system, understand the time frame. Okay, understand the time frame too as well. You need to understand the time frame. It works well for you. Okay, so before you find what works for you, it will take you some time, but enjoy the process and go through. When you figure out what works for you, the rest is going to be printing of money. You are going to be like central bank. You are going to be printing and distributing, flooding the system with money. So that's what trading can do for you. So make sure you're having a system. The moment you find a system that works, the rest will be secondary. What you have to do is to increase your lot size. Increase your lot size. So I've spent like 6 years to figure out what works for me. I spent like 6 years to figure out what works for me, and currently I'm seeing a massive improvement in my trading performance. Back to back hitting. Okay, so at a certain point in your journey, it's going to be very difficult for you to, as I'm saying, for me, if I buy a funding program, it's going to be very difficult for me to lose the account. So you remember December, on my account I was on drawdown. If you people can remember, I was on drawdown like 3% on December. If you people can remember, those who have been following me for some time, if people can remember, on my funding pips account, I was on drawdown like what, 3% on the account. So let's see how far. I'm very patient. I was not rushing, just being patient and what, executing my plan. And now I'm in profits. Okay, I'm now in profit on the account. So it's all about trading is like, you need to what do you call it? So I'm not, you see, I'm up. I've recovered all the losses and now I'm up on the account. I was in deep drawdown. Remember December, I was taking back-to-back losses on December, back to back. So I have to make like 5% on this account and I'll request for payouts. But even if I make more than 1%, I can request, but the money will be very small. So I'm looking for a nice trade setup, then hit it hard, then I'll request for a payout. So you see, a beginner, someone would have rushed the process and the person would have lost the accounts. But you see the difference between experienced traders and what, newbies. You see the difference between experienced traders and newbies. So it's all about understanding. Okay, I was in deep drawdown December, like get close to 4% on this account. So I took a break on December because the market was consolidating, the market was ranging. So I took a break from trading. So January to, I think, the second week I wasn't trading. So I started trading the account like February, and I wasn't even consistent. I've taken like few trades on the account, but I've been getting some trades that I mostly take it on my personal account, high risk trades. So if those trades I was taking on this account, I would have been up. I wouldn't have been in break even by now. I would have been up I would have been up significantly. But because I was kind of not taking enough trade, I think the whole of this year I've taken like 2 trades, or I think like 3 trades on that account. I only take high probability trade setups on the account, and the high aggressive trades I take it on my personal account. The aggressive trades I take it on my personal. Yeah, so the H1 is kind of closing on gold. The H1 is kind of closing. Doing life and you're calling me. So we are waiting for the H1 to close. So let's see how it's closed. So as I'm saying, it's all about having trading. Is all about knowing what works for you, knowing what works for you, and applying risk management. So even after knowing what works for you, sometimes the system will fail. Okay, sometimes it will fail, but you are only going to be very confident in your system when you have data. So when it fails, you just reflect or go back to your past trades and then risk management. When it fails, you just go back to your past trades, then review. That's what is going to make you confident. So the trading is all about this thing. Knowing what works for you, that's going to be your strategy and your risk management. That's all what you need to be profitable. And I bet you I'm a testimony of that. At certain points, I wasn't believing this thing works because I wasn't seeing consistency on my accounts. I wasn't able to grow an account, make profits on account. So I was doubting the skill. I was doubting people who were showing results that this thing doesn't work. But at this point, I'm a testimony of trading works. If you pay attention to that, if you take it as a career, as a profession, that you always get obsessed, not only interested. You don't have to be interested in trading. You have to be obsessed about getting it. If you're obsessed about getting it, I think you will see massive results. I'm a testimony of that. And you can see if you watch my data, you can see it over here. Okay, you can see the losses are not significant, but the profits are significant. You get it. So losses are so when you have a loss, you just review your accounts. Okay, you review the accounts, and even for now, I'm still having some works I have to do on myself. I've noticed that my risk is not as inconsistent as it used to be. It should be. Okay, my risk is not consistent. So don't see this account to be a small account. The same thing that we are going to be applying on what? On a bigger account. And I'm going to get like 200 by the end of this year. I have to get like 200k. I have to be managing like bigger accounts. So that's the journey. But I don't want to use I would have easily buy 200k accounts today. I can buy it now. It's like $200 or so. But I don't want to use my own money to buy. I want to use money, the casino's money. I want to use the casino's money. So I'm already trading my personal account, and I'm blending it with the funding account too as well. So don't see it to be a small account. The same principle you are applying on this one is the same thing you are going to be applying on a bigger account, but just that the profit is going to be different. Okay, the profit is what is going to be different. So just understand. So I want to use the casino's money. So I bought the account like $30 something, and I've gotten my first payouts. So the amount I used to buy the account, I've recovered. So this is the casino's money. So I want to use the same casino's money to get another account. Okay, so I want to make like 5% on the account, and I can withdraw like $200, $300, and I'll use it to buy another account and go through the phases again. That's what I want to do. I don't want to use my personal money to buy. So Euro AUD is pulling back. Price was very high. You can't buy at this point. That's what I want to do. Yeah. So US oil is also pulling back. So as I said, gold is currently, so there was no opportunity today. Gold is currently pulling back. Okay, the reason why I was saying gold might come down is because candle structure has shifted to what? A downtrend. Candle structure has shifted to a downtrend. So I was very confident that this one can just come down, because H4, the candle breaking the H4 low gives a clue that price can come down. So at this point, so the H1 time frame has closed. So as we were expecting the H1 candle to close above, but nothing of that sort happens. Okay, so it's still in the range. So you know that you get to understand that this violet line, horizontal line over here, is the weekly, I think the weekly or monthly zone. Okay, I think it will be here. So this zone becomes very strong. So price is still in the range. So at this point, we are not going to wait for H1 candle anymore, because H1 is currently a downtrend. H1 is currently downtrend because the body of the candle has closed below. So H1 is currently a downtrend. You get it? So I'm not looking for entry at the H1 time frame anymore. H1 is going to change trend only when it has broken this. Okay, so at this point I'm not going to be looking for entry at the H1 time frame. 30-minute 2 was also a downtrend. So let's see the M15. So as I'm saying, unless the M15 break above this one before we can go in for a buy, I think I'll have to wait for M15 to close above, pulls back, then we can go in for a buy. Because the focus is on what? The high time frame. The focus is on the high, and the high time frame is not looking good. I'm not interested in this high time frame candle formation. I'm really not interested in the high time frame candle formation, because if you watch critically, you will notice that the candle trend, you don't like a situation where you are against the trend. Okay, because the H4 candle trend is what? A downtrend. And if price breaks the low of the previous candle, it gives a clue that price can come down. So we don't have to force things to happen. Okay, I think this week we are good. I'm good for the week, so I don't have to force things to happen. So you see price is tapping the levels. Price is just tapping the levels and just bounce back. See how the levels are being respected. So you don't base only on the levels to make decision. You just have to wait for price to break a closure of a candle, break above. Okay, if it breaks above, as I'm saying, I'm not convinced because of the H4 time frame. The H4 time frame looks like it's coming down, but I'm very sure it's going to move up. I'm very sure it's going to move up. So let's see how it goes. So Euro AUD is moving up. Euro AUD is moving up too as well. Yeah, so the market is kind of not giving any opportunities. So at this point, I will call it a session. Yeah. So out for the day, I was looking for a trade on GBP JPY, a buy, but the range is very choked. And also Euro AUD, it has already taken off. Yeah, so if you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. Or if you want to come on to the live stream, yeah, Euro AUD was really looking good. Priced up into the zone. It was really looking good for a buy, but I woke up to see price has already moved. I woke up to see price has already moved. Yeah, so you see, gold is not giving the opportunity you have been waiting for. So you don't have to force things to happen. Know what you trade. If you know what you trade, things will make sense to you. Euro AUD, there was no trade. USD card to no trade opportunity. So as I'm saying, you see Monday, Tuesday, the market was really trending well. Monday, when we came to the stream, there was a nice opportunity and we just took it. There was a nice opportunity over here. Then we took a buy. But we came today, the market is not moving. It's just in consolidating. See, the market is not moving. So it should tell you there was no volume. The market makers are not around. Yesterday we had a nice, like 3 setups, they all played out. NZD card yesterday, it played out. Euro AUD played out. GBP card played out. So today we are resting. No trade opportunity so far. We are good. Tomorrow is Friday. So if you have made profit, don't lose it. Okay. Protect your capital. If possible, it's on your personal account. Withdraw. Okay, because this market is going to take it from you. If you are not experienced, they are going to take it from you. The market is not something that you have to always just hit it. Okay, some people want to hit it every day. They want to hit it hard. Every day they want to hit it hard. So you just have to make sure you are taking your profit. If you make profit, withdraw. Because if you are not experienced, you will lose everything back to the market again. You will lose everything back to the market again. And if you are trading proper account too, you've made profit, wait for your payout, then you start trading it again. So even this my account, if I've made like more than 1%, I won't trade again till Tuesday. If I make cash out, then I'll withdraw. But next week I have to make some profit. Because if I don't get trade today, I'm not sure I'll be trading on Friday on the account. Fridays and Mondays are freaky. So I'm not sure I'll be trading it on the account. So if you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. Please drop it in the chat box. And give a like to the stream as well. If you have not given a like to the stream. And if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe so that you grow the channel, grow the community as well. Yeah, so it's all about trading. So the moment I understood this thing, trading becomes very simple. Trading became very easy for me. Reviewing is you become better at it and you become very confident at it. So you see, for the past 2 weeks, for this year, I've been predicting the market back to back by my analysis. And there was no single week that I felt the losing week. Last week was a winning week. At the beginning of the week, I had some losses. I recovered within the middle of that one too. The recovery too was on Wednesday, and this week too, the recovery was on Wednesday. So I think there was something special about that day for me. Wednesdays are special days for me to make more money in the Forex market. So AUD card, the H4 time frame was looking good. 16 pips. The target is like 18 pips. But this H4 time frame, if you look at the daily is an uptrend, so I'm not interested in such moves. And looking at the previous candle, okay, the previous candle left a wick. It's closed with a wick, so I think it's good. I think it was good trade. So has anyone seen opportunity on any of the pairs? You can bring it out for us to talk about it. So you see US oil just tap into the zone and just moving up. It just tap into the zone and it's moving up, but that's not what I trade. AUD so they are all ranging, does not trade opportunity. Let's see BTC. So BTC is also not trending well for me. It's also not trending well. It's not trending. EVP NZD2 is not trending. Yeah. I'm very surprised. Mostly Euro AUD moves faster than Euro NZD, but at this point, Euro NZD is moving faster than Euro AUD. So I'm expecting Euro AUD to come around this side. But the reason why we are not taking a buy is because this is where it is logical for us to place our stop loss. So if you are taking a trade over here, your stop loss is going to be very wide, 100 pips comparing it to like 50 pips, which is negative RR. So that's why we are not even watching it. Okay. So guys, I think there was no trade opportunity over here. So call it a session. See you on Monday. Okay, so thank you all for watching today's live stream. Yeah, gold, I was expecting it to close above, but it's still moving down. Also, no trade opportunity. Okay, not even trade opportunity. I'm not even seeing an opportunity where I will say this will happen during the New York session. I'm not even seeing something of that sort. According to my trading plan. I'm not seeing something of that sort to say, oh, this trade, I will trade it during the New York session. I'm not seeing something of that sort. Maybe GBP USD, if it's close around here, but the zone is choked. USCHF to, yeah, actually, at certain points, a certain period in the market, it becomes very slow. So nothing I would say, oh, let's wait for the H4 candle to close during the lending session. After the H4 candle has closed, then you take it. I'm not seeing something of that sort. They are either in a choke range. Nothing of that sort. The way the market trended well yesterday, I'm I'm not seeing something of that sort today. I'm not seeing something of that sort. Yeah, so even during the New York session, I'm not even seeing opportunity where I would say this is going to happen during the New York session. Yeah. Okay, guys. See you. If there was any updates, in case maybe something magical happens, maybe when the currencies are ranging, we need to look at gold. So maybe gold can give an opportunity. The H4 hasn't closed yet. So if the H4 close above, if the H1 close above, you will look for an opportunity on gold. But for now, there's no opportunity so far. There's no opportunity so far. There's no, so you don't have to force things to happen. So I always feel less confidence when I'm taking a trade which is not in my trading plan. I always feel less confidence about the trade. And I don't know how you people also feel. Some of you feel if you're not getting an opportunity that aligns with your trading plan. So if I don't get something of that sort, I feel less confidence on the trade. So guys, maybe you'll be watching gold for today. If the currencies decided to trend consolidate, then you'll be watching gold. You'll be watching gold. The market is slow. Maybe it's waiting for the unemployment, then it will take off. It's kind of slow. So tomorrow early morning, you are going to be having GDP, gross domestic product, goods and services produced in a country. So GDP and prelim UOM consumer sentiment. So that one's around 2 p.m. So I think after the lending session, if there's no trade opportunity, then you need to wait for after the unemployment has been released, then we're going for a trade opportunity. But at this point, kind of slow, nothing better. Even gold is looking like it is moving up, it is moving down. But I'm interested in a buy on gold, not a sell. Interested in a buy on gold, not sell. Yeah, so protect your capital, guys. Protect your money. Don't give it back to the brokers. Don't give it back to the brokers. If you make profit, protect your capital. Don't give it back to the brokers. Because making money is very hard. Making money in the market is very hard. And it's very difficult for me if I make money to give it back. They lie. I'm very stingy on that, to give my money back to the brokers. Very, very stingy. I'll withdraw it quick. I'll withdraw it very, very quick. So what are they expecting on the unemployment? So with the unemployment, they are expecting high numbers for unemployment. So if they are expecting high numbers for unemployment, then I'm expecting dollar to be weak. So gold USD should move up. If unemployment is weak, then gold USD should move up. Gold should appreciate in value. So does it mean this one is just a fake move? Is it a fake move? You're expecting so gold is still moving now. Yeah, so there's no opportunity on gold. Gold is not closing above. Gold is not closing above. Yeah, so basically, this is my thought process every day. If I'm doing it in my closet, this is what I do. I scan through the market to get an opportunity. But yesterday, the way NZD really moved, NZD card moved, I love it. I love NZD card how it moved. I never expected NZD card to move like that. I never expected. So this is how it moved. So it came down before it started taking off. So this is how it moved. During the lending session, see how it moved. It's really moved well, but because of the CPI price decided, see how it moved. I never expected NZD card will move like that. So the whole of this move, 17 pips. Your risk was 10 pips. So I think it's close to 1 to 2. More than one, close to 1 to 2 risk to reward RR. It's really moved well. I never expected it to move very well like this. Yeah. So as this saying, as Trump came on power, price is not, the market is not trending as it used to be Biden. When as Trump came on power, price is not trending. Like it just move. It doesn't get to the target, then it will just reverse. So I remember even I said that thing some time ago. I said it some time ago that Trump's market is kind of the way they hyped it. I was thinking it's going to trend, but it doesn't trend like that because he's always bringing up new things: tariffs, trade wars, settling of what disputes among countries. So conflict among countries. Always US is in action. Always they are doing something. So the market is not trending very well, but we need to adapt as a traders. Okay, so see you all same time next week. Thank you all. Bye bye. Adios.